this place has grit. I mean, this place, from the students to the faculty to the administrators, we have this can-do attitude. We set high goals for ourselves, and we set a path to achieve it.
Coming to work at a university that allows you to do what you do, allows you to really challenge yourself, challenge your colleagues. It doesn't have to be the same thing every day. Here, if you think you need to change something, we're that youthful that we can make that change, and now you have become part of that history.
FIU has 3 elements to our mission: academics, research, and community engagement. And so because of our culture of exploration at the university, people who work here have the chance to come up with creative solutions that meet the needs both of the university, but also the needs of the self. It's really important to me that at the end of the day, I see how my efforts are helping make things better for other people in the community.
Wanting to make the university the premier university in the state is one of my driving forces. This is why I always challenge not just myself, but the staff to look at what other institutions are doing and say, how do we do that better here? Or how do we just take it to the next level that's going to say, this is why I have to come to FIU.
What has my time at FIU meant to me? Well, it's been precious, very precious, because FIU has given me the opportunity to attend many international conferences, to develop the Creole language workshops, which were open to an international community. I enjoy the faculty, I enjoy the students. It has been a haven for me to succeed in my career.
I end up working on projects that are enormously varied, from working on the residence halls at BBC and over to things like the South Beach Wine and Food Festival, which is really a totally different type of initiative. And it's wonderful to see how my own skill set contributes to the success of those. I don't think in many other organizations you get to work on such varied projects.
So one of the things that makes working at FIU unique is that you can bring forth an idea and nobody says, can you do this? It's more like, let's get it done. So from my personal experience, I had the opportunity to work with my colleagues to develop the very first Masters of Science in Athletic Training program in the state of Florida, and then later to then develop the first clinical doctorate in athletic training in the state of Florida. And that was one of my best memories thus far at FIU, is being able to go up to the Board of Governors and present to them for their approval of the very first clinical doctorate in athletic training program in the entire state of Florida. And that's what we do here at FIU.
Throughout the years, all the needs that are present and come about within the university are addressed and solutions are presented. From my understanding, at such a young age, university students, there is sometimes a sense of food insecurity, which, being that food is such a basic need, that shouldn't be the case. So an initiative that I've seen that the university takes great pride in is the student pantry. And our division actually adopted one of these past months to collect donations and further supply the items needed for the pantry. I love the idea that as a community, as a family, we've come together, and even though it's such a small step for each individual, it has a bigger effect, and that's really what it's all about, being a community and being an FIU family.
Outside of the academic arena, I've had the opportunity to also witness how FIU is responsive to the community during times of need. For example, in 2017, after Hurricane Irma and after Hurricane Maria, the institution really rallied together and provided shelters for special needs evacuees, and I was fortunate enough to be able to be a part of that, spearheading student and faculty volunteers to really help those in need. So FIU, in my experiences, has always been very focused on how they can give back to the community.
It's really easy to see how much impact FIU has on the community. A good example of that is our North Miami Brewfest, where we have student volunteers working shoulder to shoulder with our community partners. And through that contact, there becomes sometimes a deepening of that relationship or maybe new connections. And then we see those community partners reaching out to us to ask if they can hire our students as interns or keep in contact with them for post-graduation employment. And then those students, now alumni, come back sometimes and they tell us of all of the things they're doing out in the community, and it's a really wonderful way of seeing full circle everything we do at FIU.
I guess my focus in terms of how FIU has made an impact in the community has to do with FIU's outreach to the inner city. It does that through the Martin Luther King celebration breakfast, as well as participating in the Martin Luther King parade in the Liberty City inner city. And it also does it through the education effect, to help students prepare themselves to be able to advance their educational skills and be able to be admitted into college. In fact, FIU has been so successful to it, I think about 40 or 50% of the students that they have been working with have been able to enroll at FIU.
Most research will tell you that the people that you work with and your affinity for them is a bigger predictor of your job satisfaction than your salary or your benefits or the commute you have. And that is so true in our area. I mean, I am the luckiest girl in the world to be able to work with the remarkable people I know here. And every day I'm impressed and I'm inspired by them.
Thinking back throughout my time at FIU, the memories that I have, which I really truly treasure, are the relationships that I've built. The coworkers that I'm fortunate enough to work with, shout out to Anna, are fantastic and great professionals providing great service, shout out to Edward. And I just feel blessed truly to be surrounded by these people and interact with them on a daily basis. It makes me feel fortunate, and I just hope that I can continue having such a connection in my future professional years.